Good evening and welcome all of you for SmithFit Weekly. Uh, it's a 54th session today, and I would call it 2.2 because second session in the second year. We have today with us, all our interesting SmithFitters, and from this week, what we are actually starting off with is, uh, actually there are so many special things about SmithFitters that many of us don't know about, right? So from this week, we are starting this curiosity corner, okay, where this Friday session, always we will learn and know about each other and our special things within our Smithfitter gang, because there are many things that we are unaware about everybody's passions, and that passion makes people special. So initially, what I'm going to do is like I was talking to Kaustubh a little while back, and with Instagram videos, say जब हम हर रोज एक एक Instagram वीडियो देखते रहते हैं कि आज डेडलिफ्ट है, कल कौस्तुभ का कुछ स्नैच है, परसों क्लीन एंड जर्क है. Now these are all types of exercise and fitness in the whole domain of weightlifting, and I happen to know it because at one age everybody tries weightlifting, and it's a strange time period at times, and when you grow old, you are like curious about something else. लेकिन Instagram और Facebook के जमाने में we are all curious about, okay, what's coming next, right? And that curiosity for all our human experience doesn't end ever. तो हम chronologically कितने भी एज होते जाए, लेकिन the curiosity of wanting to know more things every time, all the time, every day, every minute is on constantly. So Katie, before we begin, today we are not going to do much of exercise, but I have a question for you, Katie. That somebody like you, okay, who's exercising all the time, what are you curious about? Because you know so many exercises. So what is your curiosity in life?
It's usually new skills. Huh? So it's what can I use my base fitness to learn something new? Can I maybe balance on my hands? Can I maybe
Climb the walls, maybe something like
climb the wall, feel more comfortable in headstand? So it's more about exploring what I can do with my fitness.
that. Okay, good.
Um, and one part of it is actually calming down and the mental aspect of my fitness. So when I am going through something that I don't enjoy, can I get myself to have positive thoughts? Can I have happy thoughts? So the mental aspect of that is also something that I really look forward to.
Interesting. And now I'm going to throw this question to everyone, okay? Because we play something called as a word cloud. So when we think about any word, there are certain associated words that we can think about, right? जैसे if you think of college, then you remember friends, you remember hotel, you remember coffee, you remember. So that's a word cloud around the word college. वैसे अगर हम curiosity इस word के बारे में बोले, so, what are the other words that you can think of? Let's play a rapid fire round. What are the other words that you can think of when you say curiosity? What are you curious about? What each one of our curiosities are? Let's do this quick.
Food.
Inquisition, food, curiosity about food. Sure. All right. Priya, you were saying something.
When you have millennial kids
When you have millennial kids.
and they keep saying things like, okay, forget it, you will never understand.
Oh.
Okay, then make me understand.
So true. So
So,
true.
so right now that is my my phase, or rather my
That curiosity
curiosity.
that you're in. Absolutely. My curiosity generally these days is like, how do these 4 year, 3 year old kids pick up this technology stuff? How do they do it? Right. And it's a matter of curiosity for me. Okay, let's go ahead with listening to everybody else. What are their curiosities? Okay, I'm going to call out a name, and Sejal, what are you curious about?
All right. I am curious, how long can your beard and hair grow? Like, how
Oh,
can it
mine.
go? Yeah.
Oh,
How far can you go?
depends on many things, but yes, I'll answer that question. Rudrakshi, what are your curiosities? Maybe one of them.
Hi. So, Anand, are you asking me about my
Of course,
curiosity?
of course.
Uh, I'm curious about a lot of things actually.
Right.
So, how is it that when you put the milk to boil on the heater, and how is it that every time you forget, and it always spills
Eh,
over, always. You know that now it is going to spill, and you have to
But
be there,
still,
but it
yeah.
always spills over. So there are absurd
How
things like these which are never under your control. So there are so
interesting.
many others like this, but this is one thing that happens every time.
Fabulous. Let's ask a few more of our Smith fitters out there. Uh, Bhavani Shekharanji. I hope I'm spelling it right. Bhavani Shekharanji.
Yes, yes.
आपकी
Uh,
आपकी curiosity क्या है? What is one thing that you're curious about?
sir, I just don't understand why this generation is not believing in God.
Ah,
When they will start believing, and when I research shlokas like, and even I tell the meaning, Sanskrit meaning, that to give respect to me, they sit.
right.
The next time, yes, that's all. Why our age-old tradition is not followed? When it will be followed?
That you're
What
curious.
what we should do to do about it? Go about it.
Amazing, amazing. That's your curiosity. Sure. Thank you, thank you. Shashankji, what's your curiosity?
No, I have no curiosity, but the young Smith fitters can answer her question actually. They are young generation. Okay, so we don't have to go anywhere else. They can answer her question.
Bhavani Shekharanji.
Let us target the millennials on the group.
See, I
Yes,
have gray
Sejal?
hair, so.
Network drops. I'll see you next Friday.
All right. So I just wanted to bring up this whole idea of curiosity because there are so many questions that come to our mind, and we have questions about each other also, right? When we hear about, say, Raksha ji now has joined, so Raksha ji India में कहाँ पे होंगी right now? We don't know. There are so many people joining from so many cities, and it's great that now we have started knowing each other, and we actually support the fact that it's great to know each other, it's great to know about each other. And on that note, I want to in fact take this curiosity needle towards one of our smithfitters who's participated in smithfit for a long period of time, and generally you will find him very enthusiastic during exercise sessions. You will find him excited about various things like along with that. He has a very interesting hobby. Okay, and he photographs, he takes still images, and he loves traveling and going to places and taking snaps. So Nandu, a little bit about you and your we are curious to know how did you pick this up, and all about your photography.
Good evening. I'm Nandu Deshpande from Pune. Basically, I have an interest in arts because my father was an artist. He retired as Dean JJ School of Art, Bombay, and he had a like inbuilt photography laboratory in the house also. He used to do black and white prints of big size, like 3 feet by 4 feet, and all these things at home
Great.
prints.
Right.
So right from the small age, we were looking at his photography and this thing. So I developed an eye, and then I joined printing technology as my course.
Great.
And there again, I came in contact with photography. So we had to do the processing, color separations, and all these things,
Right.
which later on developed into a hobby.
Mhm.
and I have done a lot of photography on different these things, but most of the my good photographs, they are of the wildlife, or
Okay.
you can say fauna.
Fauna. Okay.
And
Fantastic.
I don't know the names exactly of all the birds or animals, but I have a lot of photographs which I have already sent in PPT format to Sejal,
Right.
and I'll ask her to run it. There are
Right.
captions in big this thing, and in between where I know the names, I will tell the names of those animals or
Amazing.
birds.
Amazing. And Nandu, what we are going to do is also see and watch these photographs. You will, share some stories about them also. And if anybody else also has questions, I know in this digital world format, we are sitting at different places, but please go ahead and ask Nandu questions, and let's get maximum out of and pick his brains for
Sure.
understanding the stories behind the photograph. So let's go, Sejal. I think you might want to add. Yeah, and just before we begin, I also want to make a note here that we also have Shachi with us, who is a diabetes expert, okay, diabetes education expert. And we are going to talk to her because there are some curiosity questions in our minds. So the second part of the session will be interaction with Shachi. So Shachi, hi, just if you could just switch on the camera and show up for a minute.
Yes,
Yeah,
hi,
here.
my camera is on. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect,
So,
perfect, perfect. So,
hello everyone. Yeah.
so we are also curious to learn from you, but before that, let's move to Nandu's photos.
These are turkeys.
All right.
This is at Dubare Elephant Camp where the wild elephants are tamed.
Okay.
This one's my favorite.
Nandu sir, the eyes look so beautiful. What is that innocence in that eyes?
Yeah.
Wow. The reflection is too good, sir.
It's just close to this Dubare Elephant Camp. There is a sort of small sanctuary where these says, in the Aleppi backwaters, at the night they stop at different villages. So in one of the villages, these photographs are taken.
Nice.
Cormorant.
Oh.
This is about 960 acres of wetland created in center of the London city, and these
Nice.
photographs are from there.
Amazing.
These are otters.
Mhm. Nandu, so one question, you like taking pictures of fauna specifically, and when did you find that okay, while I'm taking lots of different kinds of pictures, when was it that you found it?
I couldn't get you.
So I'm asking that in your journey of photography,
Uh,
you said that you like taking photographs of particularly animals and
yeah.
different kinds of birds. when was it that you found out that
Which I realized that yeah, I
yes,
like
this
this.
is what you are interested in?
This was somewhere around 2005 or 2006.
Okay.
That time I did some photography and where this fauna was the topic, like, and then I found that this is better way to pursue.
Okay.
See how clean the water is. These are in the Hyde Park.
Right.
Absolutely clean water.
Mm, mm.
This swans is a national bird of UK, and Her Majesty has got a special person appointed for census of the swans every 5 years. This is at Dixon near Ujni backwaters.
Have you
Oh,
done the flamingos at Ujni?
Yeah, I have some photographs.
Okay.
Are these seagulls?
Yeah,
The earlier ones are seagulls, right?
yeah, type of seagulls.
Type? Ah,
These are flamingos in flight.
oh, nice.
Very pretty. Very, very pretty.
Oh,
See this full row. These are from Tadoba, wild boar.
Chandrapur,
Chandrapur.
which is mainly the eastern part of
Yeah.
moving eastern Maharashtra to ahead into Madhya Pradesh.
Madhya Pradesh.
I can see two tigers in this photo.
Selfie. Yeah. Selfie. Wow. Tiger के साथ
cub.
tiger.
This was a cub.
Oh,
This
Wow.
tiger was just behind our this thing.
so Nandu, do you miss traveling these days while we are?
Yeah,
not-
definitely.
Right.
This is a good capture.
Yeah.
These are two cubs playing.
Bison.
Bison. ते माकड महुआचं पान फुलं खातोय. These are called ghost trees.
Yeah, and Chandrapur is Mahua trees are very famous
Yeah.
from this place.
Zira. Chandrapur
Mahua
Park.
is used for multiple reasons, right?
Yeah. And main use is for tadi.
Correct.
Crocodile hai.
Oh.
हा इथे एक हे बसलंय बिबट्या लेपर्ड.
बिबट्या.
This was my best catch.
It's very good. It's very nice.
Wow, wow.
Hornbill.
Hornbill, Malabar hornbill.
Malabar hornbill. Generally, Malabar hornbill is also found in the northeast region quite a bit. And in Pune or in Maharashtra, there is in Konkan, you find this is also in Konkan and Karnataka. Malabar hornbill.
पुण्यामध्ये आपल्याला ग्रे हॉर्नबिल खूप
ग्रे
hornbill.
हॉर्नबिल. हा, आमच्या
आमच्या
एरियात
इथे
खूप आहेत.
कोथरूड मध्येही दिसतो.
हा.
Yeah.
किंगफिशर.
किंगफिशर.
Very known.
हे परत दांडेलीच्या जंगलात मगर. दिस इज फ्लाइंग स्क्विरल.
स्क्विरल.
आपण ज्याला शेकरू म्हणतो.
शेकरू.
शेकरू, शेकरू. हे पण मलबार रिजन मध्ये खूप आहे शेकरू.
हे सगळे शेकरू आहेत. हा नाईट जार म्हणून एक पक्षी आहे. हा रात्रीच्या वेळेला दिसतो.
Fantastic.
Hi, Papu. Thank you, Papu.
पेंटेड स्टॉर्क.
Oh.
पेंटेड स्टॉर्क इन फ्लाइट. हे आपले कॉमन कावळे. ते तिथेच थोडं पुढे गेलं की हायवे वरती दिसतात तुम्हाला.
Right. So this is on Solapur highway.
सोलापूर हायवे वरती.
दिस इज अनदर प्रिटी रंगनतिट्टू.
इथे सुद्धा खूप पक्षी बघायला मिळतात. हे म्हैसूरच्या जवळ आहे. ही मगर आहे.
Fantastic. Superb. Nandu, it was amazing. And the whole idea of traveling and enjoying a different sort of a hobby. I have one last question for you, that how does it give you mental relaxation?
मेंटल रिलॅक्सेशन हे फोटोग्राफीच्या ह्याच्यात मिळतं. यू जस्ट माझी बायको मला नेहमी म्हणते की जरा बघा फोटो काढण्यापेक्षा नंतर मग यू एन्जॉय देम व्हेन यू आर सीइंग instead of photography.
Taking pictures. Right.
But I think नंतर बघताना सुद्धा मग त्या परत आठवणी येतात आणि तुम्हाला त्यावेळी किस्से वगैरे आठवतात.
Absolutely. So you remember all the things as experiences when you have captured those moments, is what you're saying.
While taking that particular photograph.
Right.
What happened, where you were, what was the situation and all those things.
Right. Superb. Thank you so much, Nandu, and we will be eager to also travel with you sometime and actually learn some skills of photography. Moving to the next piece, Nandu, let's move to the next piece with Sachi.
Yeah.
All right, so here we bring in Sachi. Hi, Sachi.
Hi.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
We are
Hello.
going to move into
Hello.
jump into some areas and some questions and curiosities that our Smithfitters will have with you. So just to introduce, Sachi is an expert diabetes educator. She's working in this field for several years now. She has a wide experience in diabetes education. And Deepak ji, you I think pinged on the chat saying that okay, I am curious about knowing about some diabetes stuff. So why don't you go ahead and ask the first question to start off this session.
I think Deepak sir goes ahead with his question. He just messaged me saying that he's an ex-photographer of the Stardust magazine.
Wow,
Oh,
Great, sir.
amazing. So that's what happens when you trigger certain conversations that people would come up and also share their stories. And we will come back to you, Deepak ji, and know about Stardust because we have two photographers now. Amazing, amazing. Deepak ji, you're on mute.
Yeah, I was telling you that it's a very old story, about 40 years back in my childhood. So I am still child of 66.
Superb, superb, superb.
Okay. So let us carry on with the diabetical some discussion.
Sure. So any specific question that you have, Deepak ji, and then we can go into some.
Yeah,
more
thing
stuff.
is that now recently I was found out with a diabetic problem, and my doctor said it is not a diabetic class or 1 or 2 something. I don't know. Till at the age of 65, I never faced any sugar problem or anything. Then I was in USA in the year 2019, and that I was having some stomach problem, and it was found out that there is some cyst in pancreatic head of the pancreas. There is a cyst. So I was told to get it operated there. I said no, I will not operate it there. I will go back to India and I will get it operated. So my son is an army officer. He's a colonel in Indian Army. So we investigated in Command Hospital, Pune. I am Pune based. So investigated and they said it will have to be operated. Then we decided it's a very high risk operation. It's called Vipal. So it was decided to go ahead with Vipal. We took the second opinion at Tata also. There, Dr. Shailesh also told me that it is to be removed. Because though it is not, we tried, we checked it, it was non-malignant. But then they said, okay, when it can convert into malignant, can't say, so we'll have to remove it. So we took 3 months to decision. It is a high risk operation. So we took finally that we will go for it. Then on 27th of January, I was operated in Command Hospital. Doctor told me that it is a 8 hours operation, 8 to 9 hours. But somehow they abandoned the operation in between. They said, okay, we cannot do it further. So it was stopped there only. And they took a decision from my son and daughter. क्या करे बोलो, आप बोलो तो आगे जावे नहीं तो नहीं जाते. It is a life threatening. So then my son and they took decision. I was on the operation table and they took the decision that please stop it then. So it was stopped and packed up everything. Then I was in hospital for 20 days. Then I was really out. I think, and still there is no problem. But recently I took recurring every 6 months I used to take. They advised me to take sonography or MRI or CT scans. So there it was found that the pancreas is dried up. So formation of insulin is stopped almost. So then my sugar level suddenly went up in last about a month back. which has never crossed 150 after food and 85, 86 fasting, it has shooted up to 250 and 600. So I was on insulin for about 10, 15 days in its control now. And they gave me some medicine also. So now they stopped my insulin totally. And I am on some medicine. I don't know. Some name is there. I don't know. Because I have never took any kind of medicine in my past life. So now thing is that I am on medicine. Doctor told me that this is not class 1 or class 2 or something like that of diabetes, but it is a secondary diabetes. Now I don't know what is secondary. They said because it's a physical change in configuration of your pancreas.
Yes.
You will have to continue on this thing. So now I want to know what is secondary, I mean diabetes, and how I will have to live further. This is my question.
Right.
I am taking my test regularly now, started for the last 1 month only. And I have come down to 100 around fasting and around 140, 150, 155, sometime 160 post fasting. So this is I'm now maintaining.
Sure. So Shachi, you might want to answer this, but I would say that Deepak ji, thank you for sharing your story, and I'm really I would say that entire Smith Fitter team is with you on this, as well as also pretty courageous to share your story with everybody in this group, and that's the whole idea of companionship, that why do we meet on Friday evenings is to understand, and also in the first place to listen to each other, right? Like we actually saw some fun photography things, but we also want to listen to you and take ahead the question. So Sachi, maybe you might want to answer the question.
Yeah,
Just a minute.
so
We all are from Pune only or all over India?
No, it's a mixed group, Deepak ji. It's many from Pune, Mumbai. There are some people from
So
South.
just for my academic interest.
Yes.
If it is locally, then we can meet also sometime.
Oh yeah. There's some
with
people
all that
with,
mask.
yeah. But large team is in Pune.
Okay.
Chachi, go.
So, Deepak ji, thank you for sharing your story. So, I would answer your question. Secondary diabetes. So, secondary diabetes is the form of diabetes which happens because of some beta cell destruction. It's basically like due to some other like external factors. When your pancreas get affected, that times the diabetes happen, that is called secondary diabetes. It could be because of steroids. You're taking any kind of drug which have steroids or which have antidepressants or which have which can like have hormonal changes, can affect. So these type of things happen, that is the secondary diabetes. And then and apart from this, like if you have any cyst, any fibrosis, anything then that leads to secondary diabetes. Any cyst, any pancreatitis, like inflammation in the pancreas, so complete inflammation in the pancreas, so that can lead to secondary diabetes. Or else then any external factors, like you said you have a cyst in
It is still there.
near the pancreas. So these type of diabetes can lead to secondary diabetes. It's not type 1, it's not type 2, it's not Modi Lada. It's like when your blood sugars are imbalanced because of any external factor. External factor, it could be the cancer, it could be the steroids, it could be any immunodepressant medicines you're taking, it could be your cyst, it could be your fibrosis. So these things will cause damage to your pancreas, which leads to the secondary diabetes.
Right. Thank you, Sachi. And now that we are understanding this, and Deepak ji also put down one more question, which was related to type 1 and 2. Now that we are talking about type 1 and 2, maybe you could clarify a little about what's type 1 and what's type 2.
Oh, so basically, type 1 is like earlier we say it's a juvenile diabetes, insulin dependent diabetes, and now it is termed as type 1. Type 2 diabetes is non-insulin diabetes. It happens mostly in the elderly population. And see, our body has pancreas, and pancreas have beta cells. So beta cells produces insulin. What are those beta cells? To produce insulin. What happened in type 1? It's insulin dependent. There's a beta cell destruction. It's like an autoimmune disorder. Our own cell eat the beta cells. So there's a beta cell destruction, and so they don't have any insulin in the body. So to survival, they have to take the insulin shots from the outside. That is type 1 diabetes. It happens in the younger generation from newborn baby till 18, 20, 22 years. We have seen type 1 diabetes, and type 1 diabetes patient are generally lean, thin, weak. For survival entire life, they have to take the insulin shots. And for type 2 diabetes, they are the lifestyle disorder. It's because of the insulin resistance. Like our body can't respond to the insulin well, or our body is not producing much insulin. Like we say that for diabetes people, ki don't eat rice, suppose don't eat gulab jamun, because the gulab jamun have more sugar, it will spike your sugar. So your pancreas, your beta cells do not have that much insulin which can control your gulab jamun. That is why we say don't eat high carb, high fat foods for them. So your beta cells percentage of beta cells are destroyed, and you have insulin resistance. So this is type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes generally happen in the elderly population, but in my practice, I have seen a 13-year-old girl having type 2 diabetes. Her weight was 98 kgs that time. She was in standard 10th, and she used to say, at least I should have a 2 McD burgers, then only I feel full. So it's a lifestyle disorder. You have to maintain your weight, your entire lifestyle modifications required.
Right.
And type 2 diabetes are not insulin dependent. They can be on the lifestyle modification. They can be on the oral drugs. And if the sugars are way high, they will be on in the combination therapy of the oral drugs and the insulin.
Bilkul, bilkul. Thank you so much, Shachi and Deepak ji. I think in short, we have answered your question. But going ahead with right doctor consult and the SMITFIT team also, we can connect separately as well and understand more, and how can we support on lifestyle, how can we support on what kind of exercise will be okay for you, what walking or what other things you're doing, and we'll know about that. But very happy that you asked the question. तो मैं सबको ये भी बताना चाहता हूँ कि you can also use Hindi as a language, आपको जो language comfortable है, and we have a mix of languages over here. लेकिन हम हिंदी का ट्रांसलेट भी कर देंगे इंग्लिश में, जो कुछ लैंग्वेजेस हमें पता नहीं होगी उसमें से भी हम ट्रांसलेट कर लेंगे. लेकिन आप क्वेश्चंस पूछते रहिए, क्योंकि लैंग्वेज ये हमें बैरियर होना नहीं चाहिए. आपको जो भी लैंग्वेज में क्वेश्चन पूछना है, and we can keep translating for others. We have many of us here on the call. Any more questions? Because I have one, but before I ask that one, any other questions? Any other curiosities?
So what I wanted to know is, so Sachi, so like you are a diabetes educator, which means, I mean, how do you begin? People come to you, or you are connected with diabetologists, or you go institution to institution? How does it work? And what is the level of education, as in like
what kind of education do you need to become a diabetes educator?
You're asking me that what are my basically qualification should be to be an educator?
To become.
Yeah, I mean, to become.
Okay.
To become,
Okay.
that is one, and the other thing is, how do you go about? I mean, how do people come to you through diabetologists, or vice versa? Sometimes you may just suggest someone to, so that's a
Okay.
generic thing.
So like the first question, to become a certified diabetes educator, there are certain courses in Indian Abroad, and you can do that course. So you will become a certified diabetes educator. It's an 2 years course followed by 6 to 8 months of internship, and that to be like a reputed hospital which is affiliated with the government sector. So this was about the course. And second question, like about the practice, you can open your own clinic. Number one, then you can be associated with the any hospital, because a diabetes educator take care of all the non-pharmacological aspect of diabetes. Like doctors have limited time. They say कि अच्छा आपको ये है, you have to take this आप ले लेना, that's all. So an educator, because diabetes is a disorder which leads to which affects from your head to toe. Like it can cause the stroke, and it can cause the foot problem also, like nerve damage, and so many things are there. So an educator educates the patient about all the complications, about their diet, exercise, lifestyle, medication, sleep hygiene, stress management. If he is on insulin, then insulin injection technique, how to inject the insulin, how to store the insulin, how to carry the insulin. If you're traveling abroad, then what are the steps you have to take, what are the precautions you have to take, you're traveling abroad, or if you're going for a party tonight, if you're going for a marriage function, so what changes you have to do in your regime, insulin titration, SMBG, CGMS, time in range. So foot care is very, very important, I believe. Like I have seen so many patients, those are, because see, you and I, we all are neglected about our foot. We just put a cream on our face and we never think about, okay, let me see my foot also. We are running hurry to the hospital and the office. We always forget the foot, and foot has the longest nerve, longest vein. So it's the most important part to take care of. Even every 3 seconds all over globe, one leg is amputated because of diabetes. So like you can think it of like how dangerous it could be. So these all aspects are taken care by the educator. Yeah, an educator can open the clinic, can associate with a doctor, physiologist, a physician, or diabetologist, endocrinologist at their clinic, or they can be associated with the hospitals.
Superb.
Thank you, Sachi.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Sachi. That was fabulous. And so just to let everybody know, the SmithFit team has Sachi on board, and with her wide experience, she's going to keep interacting with us on all these technical terms that she talked about. There are so many letters there, CGM, SMBG, HbA1c, and whatnot. And as we enter a new arena, we are always you have to face these different sorts of letters, and in India we typically use a lot of short forms, but it's all over the world, and we'll know all of these things, and slowly and steadily you will get acquainted to all of these things. The idea is to increase some sort of self-awareness, and use the app as an interface to be able to interact with each other. That's the whole idea. And Sachi, thank you on that. One question on these many letters that you used. So SMBG is something that you said. What is that?
So I will explain all the 3 terms interrelated. Okay, SMBG is the self-monitoring blood glucose. I think most of you are doing the glucometer test at home. जो हम ग्लूकोमीटर से घर पे फिंगर प्रिक करके टेस्ट करते हैं, at any point of time we just get. So that is SMBG, self-monitoring blood glucose. So it's very common. It's the process. It's accurate. It's easy to carry, and but there's one but in this. So SMBG gives us the snapshot, a picture, just a picture. So that I can click a picture. That's all. It gives us a snapshot. कि अब भी आपका शुगर कितना है, that's all. So this is the limitation with the SMBG. So but what happened, so SMBG ये हो गया जो हम घर पे करते हैं, ग्लूकोज टेस्ट करते हैं, कैपिलरी से होता है, फिंगर प्रिक करते हैं. तो दो कौन से इसके, लाइक एक फिंगर प्रिकिंग, नंबर 1, most of you avoid doing this finger pricking. Then second is like it's just give you one picture, one photo click here, that's all. CGMS, coming to CGMS is continuous glucose monitoring system. So it's called CGM, continuous glucose monitoring. So if you can say SMBG the picture, so CGM is a movie. It's like a story. It's giving you the trend. So CGM के साथ your doctor will decide कि आपको 10 days का चाहिए, 14 days का चाहिए, 7 days का चाहिए. It will give you a whole series of your daily in and out of your life. कि अच्छा, you went for a party, you had 2 jalebis that. So it will reflect that. Okay, you had only kheera and tomato in your diet. So it will reflect in that. So it will give you the trend. So it's a story, it's a movie. It's like a real-time monitor, I can say. But
Right.
it's expensive.
Correct.
So it's expensive is the concern. And it's like it will while SMBG the self monitoring जो glucometer हम घर पे करते हैं will give you one prick at a time. CGMS के साथ you will get 288 readings in a day. Every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes you will get your reading. And the beauty of the product, but what I like, because I also used CGMS for my trainings and all. So it's like a sensor device. It's like a rupees 10 rupees coin. It's a sensor device. You have to just apply it on your arms, and you can just sync the data in your mobile. So I remember still my readings. Once it was like a 166. So 166 showing a straight line. Always with the reading, it was like synced with my mobile phone. So straight line shows ki your sugars are within range. If there's a up, it shows ki you're going into hyperglycemia, sugars are going high. If it's a down arrow, it shows that you are trending into the low blood sugar. So it's like it will let you know prior into falling into hyper or hypo category. It will like intimate you, okay, you're going high, just control, have your blood sugar, go for exercise, drink water, do something. If you're going into low, it will like say ki, okay, you're going into low, before falling into the hypoglycemia, it's better to have some snack. So this is like a SMBG, self-monitoring, CGMS, continuous glucose monitoring. Then I spoke about time in range. Yeah. So time in range, जो 166 होता है ना, that is a time in range. So time in range is like whole day आपका sugar कितने बजे से कितने बजे तक within limits था. It's neither going up, neither going down. So time in range, it's a story. आपका सुबह 8 बजे से लेकर के 2 बजे तक sugar within range था. Then 2 से 6 you had something गड़बड़. Then 6 से 8 it was within range. So this is the TIR. It's a time in range. Then have I missed any abbreviations? Oh, HB1C. Yeah. So HB1C, like it's a gold standard test. It was like early, but like HB1C is moving away from the gold standard. Okay, HbA1c is HbA1c is amount of glucose stuck to your hemoglobin. हमारी बॉडी में ब्लड में एक कंपाउंड होता है आरबीसीज. तो आरबीसीज के अंदर हीमोग्लोबिन होते हैं. तो कितना ग्लूकोज हमारे हीमोग्लोबिन से स्टक कर रहा है, दिस इज कॉल्ड HbA1c. इट्स फुल फॉर्म इज ग्लाइकेटेड हीमोग्लोबिन. And I think all of us go for this average test. So HbA1c gives us a 3-month average blood sugar. But let me tell you, earlier we also used to say ki it's a gold standard, but over the years it's like moving away from the gold standard. It's like now time in range, CGMS is a gold standard. Why? Like, can you even tell me, it's like why HbA1c is not gold standard? Because HbA1c reading can be get manipulated. I just give you the hint. So any answers from the audience?
I think we being your students can answer this very well, Sachi. Because आपने हमें सिखाया है, and that is what, like you said, it can be manipulated. So जब हम अपना HbA1c कराने जाएंगे, we'll always make sure that we are eating right. But whereas CGM is constantly on us and it's monitoring your day-to-day thing, so you can't, hide from that. So I think, yeah, that's more accurate.
But that is, Sejal, that is true with your fasting and PP. HbA1c is 3 months. So if you know you want to do your blood sugar levels after a month, and for this 1 month you are on a stricter control, then I can understand. But otherwise, HbA1c may not be the gold or is moving away from being gold, but it's still considered gold. Right? You go to your dentist, what's your HbA1c? That's the question.
Importantly, are you in the perfect range or not?
That could be better. That could be better. But you can't do, how many times can you do continuous glucose monitoring? You can do once in 6 months. You can't do it every other month, or 15 day, every 15 days, you can't do that. So per se, it may be the purest gold form, but HbA1c is still 23 carat, according to me. I
Superb,
mean,
very good.
that is what everybody asks you.
So
Yeah.
let me tell you, Priyaji, HbA1c can be manipulated because of 2-3 factors. Like if you have a deficiency of vitamin B12 or iron, then your A1Cs are going to come high. So here comes with the timing range. So if I see in the timing range, or if I see in the fasting and PP sugars, okay, you are doing pretty good. आपका 100 110 fasting था, 140 150 आपका PP है, but your A1C is 9. How is it possible? I will take a history. Okay, you don't went for any marriage, any functions, any vacations. Then I will check your vitamin B12 and iron. So and in females, it's very common to have iron deficiencies. So if there's iron deficiency, if there's a vitamin B12 deficiencies, then your A1C can go high. Number one. Number two, if you have a frequent hypos, even that much maths I also know, although I'm very poor at maths, कि अगर हमारा पिछले 3 महीने में hypos होगा, तो हमारा A1C automatically low आएगा. But this doesn't mean that we are doing very good at our blood sugar levels. So frequent hypos can affect our A1C level. So these are the 3 factors we have to keep in mind: vitamin B12, iron, and episodes of hypo. This can
So
manipulate the.
So for iron, it is the hemoglobin only, right? Or is there any other test?
So Priyaji, can you come again? Like
for iron deficiency, you check the hemoglobin, right? Or is there any other test?
No, we have a ferritin test.
Oh,
we have a complete iron test. Iron profile is complete there. Ferritin we check for the availability of how much iron is present in the body.
Okay.
So these 2 tests, like if any one of you having a very high A1C, irrespective of following the diet, exercise, lifestyle, medications, then check your vitamin B12 and iron once. Maybe that's the reason. So this is the HbA1c. I think I covered most of the terms.
Yeah. Shachi, absolutely. And now let's go to Rakshaji, who has a question right now.
Raksha ji, you are on mute.
हाँ नहीं आप बोलिए अभी you're on.
Hello.
Hi.
सुनाई देता है?
नहीं, थोड़ा तेज बोलिए प्लीज ना.
हाँ, अच्छा, मुझे डायबिटीज है 12-15 साल से सिल्वर जुबली 25 years. आई एम हाउस वाइफ एंड अभी तो ऊपर जाता है, कभी नीचे आता है डायबिटीज. अभी मैं इंसुलिन पे भी हूँ, तो 3 टाइम FIS भी लेती हूँ, सुबह में एक बार लेंटर भी लेती हूँ. तो कभी बढ़ता है, कभी कम होता है, लेकिन उनसे साइड इफेक्ट किससे पता नहीं. अभी मुझे लाइकन प्लेनस हुआ है स्किन का, और स्किन में ऐसा इरिटेशन आता है. वो सब किसके लिए आता है? तो डायबिटीज.
लक्षा जी, आई थिंक इंटरनेट कनेक्शन कुछ इश्यू है. सो व्हाट आई से कि आप इंसुलिन लेते हैं, आपको 10-15 साल से डायबिटीज है. देन लाइक व्हाट्स द क्वेश्चन आस्किंग?
वो लाइकन प्लेनस, मुझे स्किन का प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है.
स्किन
डिजीज.
लाइकन प्लेनस, ओके. Yes, actually. So you're asking about the skin disease. So skin, like a diabetes, it's very common to have a skin disease. तो इन्फेक्शंस, एलर्जीज आर द कॉम्प्लिकेशंस ऑफ डायबिटीज. जब भी आपका शुगर 180 mg/dl से ज्यादा होता है, सो इट टेंड्स टू हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ कॉम्प्लिकेशन. तो जैसा आप बता रहे हैं कि आप 3 बार इंसुलिन लेते हैं, आपका शुगर बहुत फ्लक्चुएट करता है. तो जो हाई जितने स्पाइक्स होते हैं, जितना शुगर आपका बढ़ता है ना, तो वो आपके स्किन को डैमेज कर रहा है. आपका जैसे शुगर कंट्रोल हो जाएगा, आपका स्किन इश्यू ऑटोमेटिकली कंट्रोल हो जाएगा. सो रूट कॉज इज द ब्लड शुगर.
ओके. Thank you.
All right. So,
Thank
Raksha
you.
ji, thank you for the question. If anybody else also would like to ask any question, we can take one question. We are close to 7. Yeah, Jyoti ji, go ahead. आप म्यूट पे है ज्योति जी.
Yes. So, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
So, my husband and even I have diabetes. My husband is highly diabetic. So, you think iron test and B12 is essential to note for the diabetes? Like you said that iron deficiency or B12 can
Yes,
cause.
see, iron and yes, vitamin B2 iron can lead, if they're deficient, they will definitely show your higher A1C. But these two tests are essential once a year. Yeah, like
Once a
you,
year, okay.
yeah. So vitamin
Hmm.
B12, vitamin D, iron studies, iron especially for the females, it's
Yeah.
like a good to go for once a year test.
Okay. And
It's like an annual body profile may you have
uh-huh,
to go for
okay.
all these tests. Yeah.
Okay. Because otherwise hemoglobin shows the content of the iron, like, you know, if hemoglobin is low, then iron is low that way. So
Yes, yes.
that comes in CBC generally when we get our sugars done. So
Mhm.
that the hemoglobin comes in the sugar, that how much hemoglobin is there. So that is enough, or like you say, once a year you have to take iron test.
Once a year you have to take iron test. And like if you have like if anyone have thalassemia or any hemoglobin disease or any disease like thalassemia, then he has to go for fructose amine test. Fructose amine, it gives the 10 days picture.
Fructose.
So yeah,
Okay.
fructose amine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank
And your
you.
talk was really very, very like good to know. You know,
Thank
so
you so
many
much.
things.
My
Yeah.
pleasure, ma'am.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you.
1 minute, doctor.
Yes, yes. Raksha ji, go ahead.
अच्छा आप बोल रहे हैं ना डॉक्टर को टाइम नहीं है, ऐसा ही है, तो इंसुलिन फ्रिज में रखने का या बाहर रखने का?
हाँ, इंसुलिन को फ्रिज के डोर पे रखने का, जहां पर एग्स रखते हैं, पानी का बॉटल रखते हैं, फ्रिज के डोर में स्टोर करने का। और अगर आप वायल यूज कर रही हैं, आप पेन यूज करती कि वायल यूज करती हैं?
पेन।
पेन यूज करती हैं, तो उसको कभी से शेक नहीं करने का। आप फ्रिज से निकालो पेन को, उसको अपने पाम में से रोल करो, ठीक है? देन आप अपना एब्डोमेन में लगाते हैं इंजेक्शन, तो जस्ट पिंच द स्किन, 90 डिग्री पे स्ट्रेट आपको इंसर्ट करना है। और स्किन फोल्ड आपको जब आप इंजेक्शन निकाल लोगे तब हटाना है।
वो सांस लेने का छोड़ने का ऐसा नहीं करने
नहीं
का?
नहीं, सांस का कोई इशू नहीं है, लेकिन आपको इंजेक्शन का साइट, इंजेक्शन लगाने की जगह को रोज चेंज करना है। एक ही जगह इंजेक्शन नहीं लगाना है, इंजेक्शन लगाने की जगह को चेंज करना है। स्किन को फोल्ड करना है, हमारा जहाँ नेवल होता है, नाभि होती, वहां से स्किन को फोल्ड करना है, पिंच करना है और 90 डिग्री
अच्छा, कभी
स्ट्रेट
कभी खून
90 डिग्री पे आपको इंसर्ट करना है। और फिर कभी कभी
ब्लड निकलता है, इंसुलिन लेते हैं ना बाद में।
हाँ, आप इंसुलिन का निडल कितने दिनों पे चेंज करते हो?
8-10 दिन में।
हाँ, दैट्स अ रीजन। इंसुलिन का निडल आपको लाइक आइडियली theoretically भी से कि डेली चेंज करना पड़ता है, बट अगेन आई नो इट्स वेरी एक्सपेंसिव टू चेंज द निडल एवरी टाइम। तो 2 से 3 शॉट मैक्सिमम, आप 2 से 3 शॉट लो उस निडल से, देन चेंज द निडल। आपको कभी दर्द नहीं होगा और कभी आपको ब्लड नहीं निकलेगा।
और कार्ट्रिज है वो भी फ्रिज में ही रखने का ना?
पार्डन मैम?
कार्ट्रिज रहता है ना पेन के
हाँ,
अंदर?
कार्ट्रिज, यस, कार्ट्रिज, यस, कार्ट्रिज फ्रिज की डोर में ही रखना है आपको कार्ट्रिज। और अगर कभी आप कहीं ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं तो एक आइस पैक्स आते हैं, आइस पैक्स के साथ ही आपको इंसुलिन।
अच्छा, हाँ आइस पैक आता है। हेलो, Okay. Nothing.
You're on mute.
Anand, you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry, I was saying that Shachi is back. Yeah.
ओके और खाने के कितने टाइम पहले लेने का इंजेक्शन?
मैडम ये डिपेंड करता है आपका कौन सा इंजेक्शन है। जैसे कि अगर आपका रैपिड एक्टिंग इंजेक्शन आप ले रहे हो तो आपको खाने के 5 मिनट पहले लेना है। शॉर्ट एक्टिंग ले रहे हो तो खाने के आप 20-25 मिनट पहले भी ले सकते हो। ये एकदम डिपेंड करेगा आपका कौन सा टाइप ऑफ इंसुलिन आप ले रहे हो।
ओके, तो डॉक्टर को ही पूछना पड़ेगा।
हाँ, टाइप ऑफ इंसुलिन आप पूछो डॉक्टर से, एंड देन आवर हेल्थ कोचेस वी आल्सो कैन वर्क फॉर यू कि आपका कौन सा इंजेक्शन एंड वी कैन सजेस्ट। ओके, थैंक यू सो मच।
Thanks a lot and amazing, Shachi. I think we will keep coming back to you on these
Yeah.
Friday sessions, and it was extremely informative as well as I would also say that we have begun this interaction of Smithfitters sharing their concerns, and it's fabulous. Please go ahead and keep sharing these concerns because one question might solve 10 other people's questions in their minds. So good one. Let's keep meeting, Shachi, and thank you so
Yeah,
much
sure.
for your time and keep guiding us on diabetes, and we'll get educated. I see some people also thinking of, okay, now I can also become a diabetes educator and start assisting and helping Smithfitters out here. But good going, all of us. Let's meet. There is a question.
Yeah.
पेट खराब रहता है, रेनू गोयल जी, every time motion problem. Okay.
Okay. So डायबिटीज का कॉम्प्लिकेशन होता है ऑटोनॉमिक न्यूरोपैथी। सो इन दिस व्हाट हैपेंड कि हमारा लूज मोशन भी होता होगा और कॉन्स्टिपेशन भी होता होगा। ऐसा होता है क्या? ऐसा किसका क्वेश्चन है ये? सॉरी,
रेनू जी का, रेनू गोयल।
अच्छा, हाँ, तो कभी आपको ऐसा होता है कि आपको लग रहा है कि मुझे लूज मोशन भी हो रहा है और फिर 1 घंटे आपको कॉन्स्टिपेशन हो रहा है?
करेक्ट।
यस यस, होता है ना। सो दिस इज कॉल्ड गैस्ट्रोपैरेसिस। ये एक कॉम्प्लिकेशन है डायबिटीज का। आपका शुगर जैसे ही कंट्रोल होगा ये सारी चीजें कंट्रोल हो जाएंगी। तो जड़ क्या है, रूट कॉज क्या है? हमारा ब्लड शुगर। और हम लोग क्या है ना कि पेट पे ध्यान देते हैं, गैस्ट्रो को दिखाते पेट की दवा कराते हैं। आप वो कराओ पैरेलली, बट आपका ये तभी कंट्रोल होगा जब आपका ब्लड शुगर कंट्रोल हो। आपका पूरा फोकस होना चाहिए कि मेरा शुगर कंट्रोल हो, ये सब ऑटोमेटिकली कम हो जाएंगे डिसीजेस। तो दिस इज लाइक अ कॉल गैस्ट्रोपैरेसिस।
Sure. All right.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
I'll put on my video too. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Dr. Pratibha Jain.
Yes, ma'am.
See, since the last 7 years, I've had this very highly fluctuating blood sugars.
Okay.
And I was getting hypoglycemic about 3 times a day. And there are times when my sugar has gone as low as 45. So since the last, I have been put on some medication which slows down the absorption of carbs. And that was helping me, but I just want to know what, and I've done my continuous blood sugar monitoring also through Smithfit. And over 7 years now, I've realized that there are times when my sugar is going above normal also. And there are times when I'm going into hypo. So that is my problem, highly fluctuating sugars. When I eat, I usually go into hyperglycemia, and then there's a bout of hypoglycemia following that. So I want to know how to get out of this.
See, Pratibha ji, like if you're having hypo at 45 is really low reading.
Yeah.
So for you, it's like a very personal prescription. So for that, I need to check your time in range, your CGMS report, your prescription, and your other blood reports. Then only I can guide you better why you are having so much fluctuations. And as you mentioned, that you're taking certain drugs which slows the absorption of carbohydrates. So maybe you're on some carbose kind of drugs.
Yeah, I'm on Voglibus.
Yeah, Vogelibos. So Vogelibos delays the carbs absorption into the intestine, but I have to like know more about your medical history to guide you better.
The health coaches, and I'm really happy that this Friday session has been fruitful in getting back to the health coaches and go on to your one-on-one calls. So as much the curiosity is triggered, we also need to now get into the goals mode, and each of the health coaches will take care of it. Chachi, we will come back to you with these specific calls, and let's answer all of these questions as we are moving forward. Tavishi, thanks. Renuji, your call will be set up, and all these individual calls will be set up. Let's catch up in the coming week. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves while on the weekends as well. And see you all on Tuesday at the isometric session. See you. Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Good night.
Bye, Sachi.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you, Nanduji, for wonderful photograph
Photography, yes.
tour.